and this is episode 30. Devin and Axel here with me today. A lot to look forward to. Big weekend coming up, the Liverpool Chelsea final. And it's perfect that I have a Liverpool and Chelsea fan here with us today. So, yeah, we'll get started. And Devin, how you been, man?
Yo, I've been good. Been super busy lately. Had a good day at the casino yesterday. Um, yeah, we're chilling.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Chile, how about you, man? How's it going?
Nothing, just coaching. Now that I got the coaching job at Northwest, so just pursuing that, grinding pretty much.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Congrats again. And yeah, you had your official announcement today. So congrats again on getting the coaching position. I've been pretty good. Looking forward. Madrid's been playing good. We've been doing well. And got some big news. Some rumors coming up. As a Madrid fan, it feels good. But we'll talk about that a little later. Let's get straight
All
into
right.
fantasy. Devin, you are our winner for this week. Obviously, you did mention there's a few midweek games, but as of now, to the point of the podcast, you are in the lead, 71 points. And yeah, anything you did, I guess you said you captain Watkins. Did you, any thought process behind that, or just because he's been on form?
Um, yeah, I think I picked up Watkins when Holland originally got injured,
Gotcha.
and he's been coming in clutch. He's been having a good year. And I had to put in I had to find replacements for like Salah, and I picked Diogo Jota, who last week he scored, and at the weekend he got an assist, so that helped. Um, he did get hurt, so I am gonna have to find a replacement for him next week. I think I put in Anthony Gordon as well. Um,
Got you 8 points. Have you always had Saka this whole time?
I think I've always had Saka.
And
Yeah, I think
Arsenal's been on a tear, so
at
you don't
one
want to get
point
rid
I
of him.
had Saka and Odegaard,
Ooh.
and I think I got rid of Odegaard so I could originally I got rid of Odegaard so I could put in Son,
Oh, yeah.
and I think I replaced Jota with I replaced Salah with Jota. Um,
Gotcha,
so I
gotcha.
think those were my big changes.
Big moves, yeah. So yeah, overall,
Um,
I did want to give a shout out just to everybody, except Tyler and Johnny, who I feel like they just haven't updated in a while. I know some of us that forgot. I forgot last week, but everybody is in the 1300s. We're all in and around the same spots. We've seen people jump from the bottom all the way to the top. Um, Devin, I know earlier in the season you started off really slow, and you're literally within a few points from the next person, and everybody's in the 1300s. It's crazy. This is good to see because we have plenty of games to go. That means any of us could win it at the end of the season. It's really exciting, and if you weren't like checking it weekly now, this is the best time to do it because everybody's close. But yeah, let's go straight into a game I kind of talked about earlier, Liverpool Chelsea. So we see the final happening this Sunday. I mean, I know Devin, you said you thought you guys going to penalties. Has that thought any changed at all? Chele, have you ever made your decision on how you think this is gonna go?
Definitely first.
um, well, we're gonna miss at least 10 big players from the squad from that are automatically just not gonna play in the final. So it's gonna really come down to who takes advantage of their opportunities, and I'm still dead set on it going to penalties.
Hey, okay, yeah, pretty consistent answers.
I have a list of all the injuries, and we'll talk about that when we talk about Liverpool later.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're missing a lot. We're gonna be missing a lot of key players from the final.
All right, Chile. Any thoughts changed since your guys' last performance?
But we tied City in the league, right? What was that in the cup?
Yeah,
The
in the
League,
league.
league,
right?
it was a big
Yeah.
result.
Big result. We're on a good three stretch of games, two ties and two wins and one draw versus City, which is pretty good so far for Chelsea's terms this season. Uh, I think I wasn't able to watch the City game. I was busy. I forgot what I was doing, but I was doing something. I was pretty busy. But uh, but what I heard was Chelsea played very well, and it looks like Enzo and Caicedo are putting in the shift now in the midfield for Chelsea. So I think it's going to be a closer game than what I thought it was going to be in the beginning, just because Liverpool are missing a lot of players, especially after their two injuries from this week, right? This weekend, Devin, it was Jota and who else?
Curtis Jones
And Curtis Jones. So then we got, yeah, like Devin was saying,
and
there's 10 injuries.
possibly Salah and Nunes.
Yeah. So this could be a big factor for this final. But yeah, I could see it going to penalties like Devin is saying now too. At first, I was thinking it was gonna be like a blowout 3-1 if all the players were gonna be back. But I said that from the beginning. Like if Suboslai and Jota are gonna be back, then yeah, sorry, and Salah are gonna be back from their injuries, then I was gonna start to get worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, with all that being said, both of you guys, I need a prediction. Devin, I know you're Pens, but I need a winner. And Chile, I need a winner. Give me your prediction for Sunday. Who's winning?
Chelsea wins 1-0, like the Champions League final.
Okay, okay. Dev?
Uh, 0-0 penalties. Liverpool in penalties.
All right. Each of you going for your own team. Okay. I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1, and it's going to go to Liverpool. That's my prediction. All right, so let's go move on to the Premier League matches of the week. So obviously we saw some big games, some really crazy results. Liverpool still top of the table with 57 points. Arsenal at 55 in second. City with the game in hand, they're at 53. Villa has 49. That's our top four. So yeah, what result do we want to talk about first? I think obviously City Chelsea was a big one, but Liverpool getting the job done. Arsenal spanking teams left and right. Let's just go ahead and start with Chelsea, Axel, because we did talk about it. Because I know the Liverpool game, Devin's got a lot of things he wants to talk about. So let's just
It's
quickly
not that much. It's really just a list of
of names.
yeah, it's really just a list of names as far as my comments about Liverpool. And I do have a few comments about the game, but it's like two sentences that I have written down.
Okay, then let's just go ahead and go with it. Then yeah, Liverpool winning 4-1. Devin, I know you a little upset about the Jota thing, so just go ahead and tell me everything that went
All
on.
right. Well, in the game, Connor Bradley returned to right back from his family leave after his dad passed. And he was very good in the game. So that is very can't think of the word that I'm trying to say.
Positive.
Is yes, positive and promising. We got to see McAllister in a more advanced role with Endo starting at the six. I don't feel like McAllister really had a huge impact on the game until he scored. He took a ball from Salah and had a nice touch and finished in the box, and it was an excellent goal. So he rewarded more advanced role with the goal, and that was very good. And now we have mentioned that Jota and Curtis Jones were both subbed off in the first half with injuries. I'm gonna start with Jota, even though he was the second one to be subbed off. Jota was stretchered off in the 44th minute. He left the stadium in a knee brace. The full extent is unknown, and he could be sidelined for up to 2 months, per the Liverpool Echo. Curtis Jones off in the 34th minute, left the stadium on crutches and a protective boot. Klopp said that it's a knock in his lower shin above his ankle. Full extent is unknown. It is unknown at this time if he will be able to return before the final, per the Liverpool Echo. He probably won't play in the final. Salah returned from injury, replacing Jota in the first half. There are claims that he has re-aggravated the muscle injury that he sustained while with the national Egypt national team, and he is for sure out of the match on Wednesday against Luton, per the Liverpool Echo. Um, and then these other injuries are from Liverpool.com. Darwin Núñez was subbed off at the half as a precaution to injury. There's no update available right now. Soboslai could be back for the final, but maybe or probably after that. Allison will miss the final for sure, even if he's medically cleared. So Kelleher will be starting in goal against Chelsea at the weekend. Trent should be back a week or so after the final, so Trent will not be in the final. Thiago, Stefan Bacetic, Ben Doak are all sidelined for an unknown time frame and may miss the rest of the season. And obviously, Matt Tip, who's not on the list, is done for the season. Um, and so those are all the things that I have written down about Liverpool.
That is a long list. That is really unfortunate, especially because a lot of those players are key players, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. It just seems like you're.
I should mention that Jurgen Klopp does have a press conference scheduled for tomorrow, Tuesday, because of the midweek match at Luton on Wednesday. So we'll probably know more after that press conference.
For sure, yeah, we'll hear some updates that he can provide for the team, but yeah, definitely not the
Because I
optimal
think
team to have.
I think Jones and Jota required further scans, and those were done today. So we should know the results of those scans tomorrow.
Gotcha. So, outside of Liverpool, I did kind of want to mention this just to get you guys' thoughts on this. Ivan Toney, he's now scored 4 goals in his last 5 games back from suspension. The only game he played where he didn't score was against Man City, which can't really fault the guy for not scoring against Man City. He's continuing the great form he left off before suspension. Is this a guy you would want on your team? Is this a guy that deserves, the signing? I know he was linked to a lot of clubs. Is Arsenal a team that he would fit in? What do you guys think about Ivan Toney? Do you rate him, or what are your guys' thoughts?
I rate him, honestly. For him to be performing like this from Brentford is, you know, but he's performing over the standard that I think anyone would be asking for any Brentford player to be playing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's my opinion on this. Like, I feel like we're not even seeing players from Brighton doing this. You know what I mean? And they're more of an established team
yeah,
right
I hear
now
you.
than
Would you take
Brentford.
him
I
at
don't.
Chelsea?
I take him in a heartbeat. Come on, him
Yeah,
over.
so you can ruin another 9.
Nah, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think we could ruin him.
There's a will, there's a way.
I don't know.
But
There's a lot of ruined players on that list.
oh,
Yeah,
they're
but
not Man United. They ain't that bad.
Chelsea needs a player like that who's cocky. You know what I mean? That knows the Premier League and can just get the business done. You know?
Needs a baller.
You
Yeah,
take him at Liverpool, Dev?
Um, that's a tricky question because of course, like you would take a player like that,
Yeah.
but when you think of the current forwards for Liverpool, you have to
we have
wonder
a lot.
where he would fit in. You know, with Diaz, with Nunes, with Salah, with Jota, with Gakpo. I mean, you gotta wonder how often he's really playing
Yeah,
or
that is
starting
true.
at least.
Or he might be the one that benches the others and he becomes a solidified starter, you know? Who knows? But yeah, I definitely rate the guy. I wouldn't
So
mind
it's
seeing
like,
him at Arsenal.
I definitely rate him. But when you consider the current forwards at Liverpool, it's like, do I have the current team and then sign him, or am I just picking players? You know.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, it was a good game. Did you have final things you want to mention about this game?
Yeah, I hate 6:30 kickoffs.
You and
I
me
hate
both.
international breaks and I hate 6:30 kickoffs.
Those are guaranteed facts of life. And Chele, let's jump into your team, man. So you mentioned you got a good result against City. You know, you're keeping the title race alive with giving City a tough time. How'd you feel about the performance and just overall being able to think, not the fact that you guys tied against them? I mean, well, yeah, that's impressive, but I think it was more impressive that you guys kept them at one goal. You know, like if you would have told me Chelsea tied against City, I would have expected it to be like a 3-3, a 4-4, something high scoring. But the fact that you kept them at one goal max, are you proud of that achievement, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, looking forward, like you want those performances against City and the any top six teams. You know what I mean? From any big club like Chelsea. If you want to compete, you have to compete against the best, and that's the only way. If you get a draw at the end of the day, where Chelsea is at right now, that's a really good result. You know what I mean? And based on what I heard from the game from Oliver, is that Chelsea played a good 60 minutes defensively and attack, and then in the attack, Raheem Sterling got on the score sheet again. I don't know how I feel about Sterling still, but it's just practical that old player scores on his old team. That shit always happens. I feel like it's always written in the stars for the next player to be scoring on their old team. But I'm gonna let Oliver talk about this game because he did watch the game, and so I'm gonna let him finish it. But otherwise, from pretty much for me as a Chelsea fan, I really wanted to watch the game, but like at the end of the day, getting a draw against City is always positive, and hearing that players like Enzo and Caicedo are playing good, that's always good because we need our best players, our big time signings to be performing week in and week out.
Yes, sir.
All right,
I
Twist,
agree.
hit me with the facts, bro. You saw this
All
game?
right. So first of all, yeah, that was a good game. Let me start out saying that's a great game. I mean, Chelsea, Man City, that's a clash of titans right there, man. Even though Chelsea's a bit of a up and down, maybe like they're just still trying to figure it out. But thing is, like they played a really good ball. I will say though, they are lacking a finisher, man. Like, cause you had Jackson up top, you had Sterling up top, and they're both, Sterling obviously scored, right? But those guys, you could tell, like, if they had their shooting boots on, it would have been like a different score line, bro. They had so many fucking chances, like especially Jackson. Like, that dude, if he could just finish, oh man, they would have won that game.
Sounds
But
like you
Sterling
do
too.
need
Sterling
Ivan
had a lot of
Tony.
opportunities as well,
Sterling
and
did too, man.
he did finish one, and that's good. But he
But
did have
yeah,
a lot of
honestly though, when
clear
I didn't
good
think he was. I
opportunities.
don't think he would have been like. I didn't think he was gonna score that, man. when he first made that first touch and
Oh
turned
yeah,
in,
you
I
thought
thought he
yeah
lost the ball. I thought he lost the
yeah.
ball. And honestly,
Well, because
uh,
the whole every chance before that, he would take a bad touch and lose it. So you
yeah,
just thought it was going to be more of the same, and he ends up beating the defender back to the ball
yeah, man.
and finding the far corner.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm gonna say it was a little bit. I'm gonna say it was 50-50 luck and skill, bro. Because honestly, I don't know, man. I think it could have defender overstepped or something. I don't know, but either way, he scored and he got the score against Man City, which is his old club. Either way, but I think if Jackson could have, they're lacking a striker, man. Besides that,
they need
I
Ivan
think
Tony. Bro. We were
they
just
need
talking
Ivan
about it.
Tony. They
Yeah.
need a hunter, man. They need a hunter, bro. They need somebody with the shooting boots, a striker, man. They need a striker. Besides that, I think it was a big mistake. Hey, Charlie, mute yourself.
All right, keep going.
Besides that, I think it was a coach mistake to go five back after they got the lead. That just shows that you have no, oh, what do you call that? Uh, you're not like confident, man. Like you going
Yeah.
five back. What top team that's confident does a five back, man? You don't believe in yourself if you go five back after you get you're up on the scoreboard, you know. And I
Yeah.
think Pochettino, I think he messed up by doing that, man, because he sat back and he let the pressure get on them. And I think when he was pressuring them. I think they just keep that because he had them, man. He had them.
Talk to me about Nkunku, man. What's going on?
And Kunku, I don't know what's going on with him. At first I was like, man, they need Nkunku, but like he played the game and he didn't.
He hasn't
I don't
really
think he made
been.
that big of an impact,
Yeah,
you
he
know?
hasn't really been doing much since he's arrived. I mean, I know he got injured
No,
again, but
no, he
now that he's been
hasn't.
back, yeah, he's been quiet.
And the thing is, like, I don't know about other Chelsea games, but I don't. He didn't. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave. I don't know if you watched it, but I don't think he started. And
No, he
No,
didn't. Cole
no, he
he
got
Palmer
didn't.
started.
subbed in.
Yeah, Cole Palmer started, and so I'm a little. I question that a little bit, you know, like I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the Chelsea games, but
Yeah,
he's a
but
striker. He was brought as a striker, right? And he came in and he was supposed to be a goal scorer. He did good in preseason. He got injured, obviously, but I don't know, man. I think you need to be feeding him the balls and having him score instead of Jackson. You know what I mean? And Jackson should be on the wing. Jackson is a
yeah,
good player, but he's not a striker, and you could see that. You
for
could see
sure.
that in the
Yeah,
City game. You know, like I like this Chelsea team. I think they're finally finding their rhythm, but I think that's what they're missing, and I also think they're missing that confidence because the coach did it, believe in them, and the coach changed the formation because they wanted to hold the lead so bad.
I I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights. But basically from what I could take away from the game, and you could tell me whether whether like what I saw in the highlights was correct to the actual game. Um, but you could tell that City was playing with the ball more, and Chelsea were like utilizing this counter attack, but it was working good. And honestly, by the time that Sterling scored, Chelsea should have been up like 3 goals.
Oh
And
yeah, oh yeah, easy.
and and by the time everything was said and done, a draw. I mean, and when things in like by the time the game was over, in terms of clear chances that should be taken advantage of, you think that a draw is probably the right result, whether it should have been 3-3 or 2-2 or even 4-4. You think that a draw is about even based on how many clear good chances both teams had. But in the first half, Chelsea should have easily been up by like 3 goals.
Oh yeah, easily, easily. I
But
mean,
do you
but
think
like
that's fair? That's a fair assessment from the
yeah,
highlights?
yeah. I mean, I think that I think City would have had a harder time to come back if they would have finished their
Yeah.
chances. Chelsea would have finished the chances. I think Chelsea wins that game.
They could have held
I
off.
don't. Yeah, I think them missing chances and then them going up on the leaderboard and then Pochettino trying to take advantage of that and just holding it. I think that boosted City's pressure to go up higher and really fight for that goal. You know what I mean? So
Right.
them tying it up is like it's something that it was a mistake from Chelsea more than Chelsea uh uh like like going for it and winning the game. Because honestly, I think it would have been a 2-1 or a 3-1, even a 3-1 from Chelsea if those decisions weren't made. Because I think one of his biggest mistakes was swapping Cole Palmer out. I think I think he made a mistake by doing that because Cole Palmer is your star right now. Like he's your best player.
He's that
Uh,
guy.
he's that guy right now. He's on fire. And you taking him out because you want to put a more defensive formation was a mistake, man. If you was gonna take somebody out and want to go five back, I think I would have taken out Sterling or Jackson, and left in Kunku and
I
Palmer because you would have had more of attacking and defensive there.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
I think I do want to say that from what I could see, it looked like Nicholas Jackson's service in the final third was excellent. The balls that he was playing in through were
Yeah,
very good. Like attacking wise, like even if he like his finishing probably wasn't that good, but
right.
like the when he was making when he the balls that he was putting into Sterling were very good in the final
Very good,
third.
and that just shows you like that this guy is not a striker. This guy's a playmaker, man. He's a
Right.
winger. He's a true winger, and it just pisses me off because it's not his fault that he's playing the role that he's playing. It's the coach's fault. So this is what now I'm going back to the coach here. I think he's making mistakes.
What do you think it says about City that a team that we've been dogging on all year in Chelsea
Right.
and City draws both games in the league against them. They drew
Uh,
4-4 in November.
yeah. Yeah, City. I don't think. So from what I
You
noticed, with
gotta
City, I don't think they played bad, and I don't think they're losing game. I don't know what happened in this game. I think they just got outplayed. It's skill wise, player 11 against 11. Each player played against another player, and they played better. At the end of the day, they played better, and I think Guardiola maybe thought. Maybe it was in the bag. I don't think so. I think he knows that Chelsea is a good team. I just think they just got outplayed, man. And it says a lot. I think it speaks volumes on Chelsea, and maybe a reality check for Man City not to like keep put the gas, put your pedal or your foot off the gas because people there's still teams out here that are trying to you know, make points, and you can't let go at all this season. The Prem is the most competitive league, and it shows. It shows. So I don't know, but City played a good game. I don't think they played bad at all. I just think they just got outplayed in the first half, and then the second half they were able to find spaces and take advantage of Pochettino's mistakes. And that speaks volumes too from Guardiola. And the team.
Yeah, I think for sure is one thing we're noticing this season is that City can be got at. This isn't an invincible team. This isn't even with Holland, even with De Bruyne back. We've seen City drop points, and credit to Chelsea. But it's just a reminder to all the teams. There's plenty of teams that beat Chelsea that can't beat City. There's just a reminder to all those teams that City isn't just that unstoppable force that you think of. Like if you play your game right and take your chances, you can get points off of them. Same with all the teams in the Prem. So it's good to see. As a neutral, it's good to see because City dropping points just means that we had a title race on. And, you know, quick mention the Arsenal game. Arsenal's been cooking lately. They've been smashing teams. They haven't been playing the best of teams, but credit to them for getting 4+ goals basically in every game that they've had. Twisto, real quick, I wanted to hear your thoughts on Newcastle, man. What's your prediction for the end of the season, man?
Woo, Newcastle, man. Ah,
Have you
man, I'm
transferred?
upset.
Have you transferred? Have you jumped ship?
Nah, no, no, no. I still like Newcastle, man. I'm just a little upset that they're just not performing well. We should have won this last game. Um, I don't know if I should even say we should have won this last game because they're just not playing good. But
Rumors
I
are that
wish.
you're losing your sporting director.
Yeah, we already lost it. He went to Man U.
Yeah.
So that sucks, man. And so it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, man. Fuck. And we Bournemouth, but we know Bournemouth is a good team. And the thing about Bournemouth is that they're so unpredictable, man. It's just they're
They
either
got
shit or they're
Solanke,
really
bro.
good. Yeah, and it's just like you never know where you're gonna get with them.
He's cooking.
So I can't say that we played a bad team because we didn't. They played a good team, and just everybody on the field. Gordon got that goal, but that was it. I mean, we didn't really produce much. Sri Lanka was a better team at the end of the day, but I mean, we ended up drawing. But I don't know. It could have gone either way. I think it was a more even team. Even though Bournemouth is lower on the table, we know that Sri Lanka is a good striker and he finishes it, and he's been on fire.
Yeah.
So we couldn't stop him, and I don't know. I think we were blessed with the 1 point, but I'm sad to say that. But I'm hoping this next match. I'm hoping this next match, but we'll get a dub. But we all know that's probably not going to happen because we play Arsenal, and we know what Arsenal does. So,
Hey, I mean,
yeah,
Arsenal's on a win streak. They might get overconfident, and you guys can take
that's
advantage of
true.
that.
They're knowing the bottle, right? So,
Yeah, there you go.
um, that could be 3 points right there. The ones we should have got from Bournemouth. So I don't know, man. It's a toss up, but
So I
it's
do,
probably like a 70-30, right? 70-30 chance.
I do have a question that just came up to my head just because we talked about Ivan Toney and how he's been balling. We just mentioned Solanke, and we talked about
yeah.
Ollie Watkins earlier. Start
Okay.
sub right now, real quick. Ivan Toney, Solanke, Ollie Watkins. Who you picking?
Oh my God, that's a hard one.
I'm gonna go straight to
So
Yusuf just to get him in real quick. And
yeah,
Yusuf,
Yusuf, let's go.
you heard that?
Yeah, what was the question?
Starts up sell Ollie Watkins, Solanke, and Ivan Toney.
Starting Ollie Watkins, benching Tony, selling Solanke.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, let's just go quick. No detail. Let's just go over it. Oliver, yours.
I'm starting Watkins. I'm subbing Ivan Tony and selling Solanke.
Okay, similar. Dev.
I'm starting Solanke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm starving. I'm starting Ivan Toney. I'm subbing Solanke, and I'm selling Ollie Watkins.
Okay, Chele, you back? Take that as a no. All right, I'll go. I'll go. So Devin, me and you are in complete agreement. I believe you said starting Ivan Toney, subbing Ollie Watkins, selling Solanke. Is that right?
No, I'm subbing Solanke.
Oh, you're
and
selling
I'm
Solanke.
selling
Okay,
Watkins.
okay. So you're selling a lot. So I did really want to keep Solanke, but it's completely biased. Just because I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram. He's been doing hella anime references, and I respect that. You and G for that. I respect that shit, real. But no, yeah, you saw that. But no, Watkins been cooking. But yeah,
Solanke has had a very good season.
so respect to Solanke, bro. I did not rate him too much after he left Liverpool. I didn't really see him doing much, but he's been cooking, man.
He's currently third in the Premier League for goals
Yeah.
scored.
I think him and Watkins are tied, aren't they? Oh, he's got one more than Watkins
Solanke has
does.
one more.
Watkins does have 10 assists, though. That's insane. Holy shit.
Salah has 9 assists and 15 goals.
Well, that's like stuff you expect from Salah. Watkins, jeez, that's 23 goal involvements. But yeah, I do respect to all three of those guys. But yeah, I did kind of just want to throw that out there since we talked about those strikers. But Yusuf, real quick, let's get your thoughts on the City Chelsea, man. So you guys dropped points. Are you upset? Are you happy with the performance? What did you expect going into this game?
Bro, I was talking a lot of shit last week in the podcast too. Like I just have to hold that because I really thought we would turn over Chelsea, and fucking Chile has been saying like all year we're gonna have ups and downs. Well, this was their fucking up, I guess, because everybody and their mother decided to be like, okay, let's actually like show up and play. Enzo, that was probably Enzo's best fucking game, like best game, and he was like, "Oh, you just talking
And he
shit."
still got in the way of a Nicholas Jackson
It's
opportunity.
still exactly.
It's still his best game.
It's like he was
We've
like,
only
"Oh,
picked up 2 points against Chelsea this season.
I know, bro. It's so, bro.
Yeah,
Pochettino has Pep's number. He hate it.
the way Chelsea have been this year, you would expect to get at least 4 points, and you're only getting 2. It's tough.
Should have got them on an up and a down, but it's just been up.
Look, I just want to see that same energy against Liverpool, like that same fucking energy, bro. Caicedo was, granted, he should have had a red card. He had 2 yellows, but he was fucking great. And bro, this experiment of Alvarez in the midfield has got to fucking stop. It actually is like doing my head in now because the guy that you can tell he's not comfortable there. He always plays it right back to our defense whenever he gets it. He doesn't want to turn and he doesn't know when to shoot. When he shoots, he passes. When he should pass, he shoots. I love Alvarez, just not in the fucking midfield, dude. And then he played Foden out wide to compensate for that. Like again, dude, just play Foden in the middle. Like he's been doing bits for us, which I don't know what's up with this. Like Pep is still experimenting. Akanji was in the middle. Like I don't know if he's. I think he really underestimated this Chelsea team going into it because that starting 11 was not it. And Holland, oh my god! You know, last week when I said death taxes and Holland scoring, yeah, I capped. What the fuck, bro? I'm pissed, man.
You gotta
Everything
take the
I
L
said
this
last
week, bro.
literally everything I said last week was like ass backwards.
Just
I don't
jinxed it,
know.
man. You should have just stayed
Yeah, I don't
quiet.
know. I'm just hoping that it was an off day for Holland. Like any other day, he would have put those chances away. But dude, he's been missing a lot of big opportunities, man.
I think him
It's
and
going
Nunez.
under the it's going under the radar. Everybody's like getting on Nunez, but
They have the
Holland,
same amount of big chances missed, 21.
now Holland has more. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
does he? Oh, shit.
After that Chelsea game, bro, he missed 3. Oh my god.
Yeah, but Nunez has hit the post more than anyone in the league, and it's not even close.
How many goals would he have with all the posts? Do you know?
Well, he would have had
I
4
can
in one
find
game.
out.
I was gonna say he could be top scorer with all these posts he's been hitting, but let's move on to. Wait, go for it.
I'm just happy Chele's not here yet. You know?
He was here. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm sure. Oh, he's back. There he is.
Hey, bro, I gotta. Pep's calling me, bro.
You gotta apologize. You gotta.
Darwin Nunez has hit the post 9 times this season. The second most is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's hit the post 3 times this season.
There's not even close.
Yeah, so if you factor in Nunez's goal, which is 9, he has more than 10 goals in all comps, but he has 9 in the Premier League. So he would have 18. He would have 18 goals, and he would be top of the goal boot race.
Crazy. So let's move on from the Prem. Let's go over and talk about the other leagues real quick. We talked about the Harry Kane curse. It's starting to look like it's coming to fruition, man. They're 8 points back now. They dropped more points. We obviously saw Bayern lose to Leverkusen. Leverkusen still staying strong. They have 58 points. Bayern down to 50. What are we saying? Any opinions changed? I know some people were saying Bayern do Bayern things.
I know I said Bayern do Bayern things and we'll make it, but Tuchel's got them not the right way, man.
Is he out by the end of the season?
I think so.
If they don't win the Champions League, yeah.
Yeah, they dropped the first leg against Lazio.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get knocked out. Fuck
So what
around,
is that? Is
find
that
out.
3 losses in a row?
Yeah.
That's
It is in the
insane.
league.
Here's the thing: if they don't win the league and they don't win the Champions League, they were knocked out of the Germany FA Cup
Yeah.
in
Knocked out
November.
in the first round, bro.
Yeah, so if they don't hit the Champions League, they don't have a shot at any trophies this year.
It's the Harry Kane curse, man. It's
And
real.
I think they're gonna be having to sell players if they want to like financially keep up with everybody else in Europe.
Or rumors are to be said, Davies is out. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm sure they're going to get good money for him. I don't know what other players they could really sell that are a bunch of money outside of Davies.
Kimmich.
I guess Kimmich is a big one. I don't know what his contract
but-
situation is,
Yeah,
but
I think he's on a year, so they're gonna have to sell his ass like cheap
Yeah.
almost.
yeah. So those are the only 2 big names I could really think of.
I just noticed that he didn't score. Kane didn't score in this game.
Yeah,
Or did he? I didn't-
there are people
Did
saying
he?
this was
Did
his
he?
worst performance of the season.
Did he score?
Yeah, Kane scored and Musiala scored.
Okay.
They lost 3-2.
Still to bulk him, bro. Fucking
Yeah.
bulk him. Like, okay. See, my thing is, you can get beat at the Bayer Leverkusen. They're flying. It's at the Bay Arena. I get it. Okay, I kind of get it. You have to immediately bounce back after that, man.
So I'm looking at the match stats right now. In the 77th minute, Bayern went a man down, and guess who was sent off?
Upamecano. Oh my
Yeah.
god, no way.
Bro,
Upamecano was
you
sent
know-
off in the 77th minute on a second yellow.
Oliver sent us a meme, or Johnny, one of them.
You know what's funny about this? I was thinking about it this morning. So, Maguire had that whole stint where he was just.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
By the way, Upamecano was a sub. He subbed on in the 33rd minute for
Yeah, it's bad.
Mazraoui.
Somebody came off injured. Dude, Mazraoui's been fucking injury prone. Shit.
Yeah,
Picked up his first yellow 6 minutes later and was off by the 77th minute.
crazy stuff. But
Super sub, bro.
what I was
Super
getting at was we seen that stint Maguire had where he was just dog shit. He was awful, and he was just doing the worst things you could ever imagine any professional footballer doing, tackling his own teammates, getting sent off, just looking like a complete awful footballer. He was really low on confidence, and it's funny, Upamecano was having mistakes. Commentators were calling him Upa Maguire. We were just making fun of him.
Way.
And we're seeing parallels to what Maguire went through. I feel like the confidence is low. He's doing Maguire type stuff. Was this just like? It's just so crazy to think that he gets the name Upa Maguire. Everybody still rates him. He just made a big mistake. And now he's doing things like this week in, week out. It's just like, dude. And we see Maguire come back from that stint. He's been one of United's best players this season. But the fact that we're seeing the parallels, I just think it's funny, especially because they nicknamed him Upa Maguire. It's too, you couldn't write it. It's just amazing. But,
of Upamecano's mistakes, and a lot of them is because his decision making is too quick. Like he rushes to the fouls and the decisions that he wants to make when he can like hold up the play instead of getting cooked in the Champions League by. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think part of that too is when you know the spotlight is on you, you want to look good. So you're trying to do something to impress, playing quick, getting the ball off your feet.
And then you like mess up and you try to overcompensate to get it back.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because this guy, the last 3 games in a row, been like the reason Bayern have lost is because of Upamecano. They're gonna lose the league because of him, of his mistakes.
It's true. It's literally true. I mean, the the meme was Kim and Jay looking at Upamecano. Bro, it's been 3 days since you got a red card. That shit was funny.
Tragic week, man.
Oh no. It's like Kim Min-jae looking at Upa McConnell. Bro, it's been 3 days.
Oh man. Well, that was the Bayern side of things. I did want to move on to the French side of things. League One, big news coming out. Devin, I have to apologize. I know you hate these things. I hate them too. But we went the whole transfer window without mentioning it. I promised I wouldn't bring it up. Things are heating up. Things are heating up, and news broke today that supposedly a contract was signed. The deal has been made. I ain't confirming anything because I've been burned too many times. I just want to mention it because it's the big talk of the town. Supposedly Mbappe's already signed a deal with Real Madrid. It's going to be a $20 million annual contract with a $50 million signing on fee. He's signing for till 2029. That's the contract that's been rumored. So the Galactico era is well and truly back. I want to, yeah, go for it. Before you say anything, I just want to say, Devin, I ain't confirming this. I ain't saying it's true because I am not going to look stupid again because Mbappe has done me dirty too many times, but did want to mention it. Good times, good signs anyway from a Madrid fan. Go ahead, Chile.
I think this is finally it. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because so you know how Liverpool has the Liverpool um fan base like Twitter account? It's Liverpool Echo, right?
There's a lot of fan accounts. There's the Empire of the Cop. There's Liverpool Echo. There's
Yeah, well,
the
this
Redmond TV. There's
Madrid one that's called Madridistas, something, and they're the ones that they're going with what Marca's saying about Mbappe. And 4 days ago, they posted that Modric is gonna leave the club, and Madrid's gonna post about it so that he can get a farewell, uh, like a good farewell from the team,
Yep.
the fan, before anything happens, like before the end of the season, instead of just letting him go,
Yep.
yeah,
and
like
paying,
Firmino.
which means the number 10 is open for who?
One and only.
One and only.
Yeah, there's been a lot of articles and rumors. Marca was the one that rumored the contract situation, and yeah, like you said, Chile and the Madrid counts are sharing that information out. There's been signs, parallels, people looking way too into it too. There's pictures Mbappe's been uploading where people are like, "Oh, there's a Madrid badge in the background," blah blah. Those people are getting too carried away, but it is, the writing is on the wall. And he did confirm that he would be leaving PSG. That is a fact. He has told PSG that he was going to be leaving. He has officially told their club that he will not be staying. So that's one guarantee. Whether he stays or whether he goes to a different club, and that's not Real Madrid, that is still a possibility. As much as I don't want it to be,
Inshallah.
To who?
but
Inshallah.
all signs point to Real Madrid.
Nobody
But
can afford him. Nobody's fucking
until
rich enough.
We're gonna sell
you
Salah and
say
Bayern.
you say that, but yeah, Liverpool, Arsenal, City,
No, they can't afford him.
anybody, if they,
You were gonna sell
the thing
Salah,
you have to
bro.
factor in is he's a free agent. If Mbappe, all these years have led us to believe, really, at the end of the day, he's made his decisions based on money. If any club is willing to offer him the 70 million a year that he had been rumored to request, he might turn his head. It sucks to say, but that might be the factor.
70 million a year.
That's what he was requesting, and I don't think it'll happen because Madrid, the contract. Well, I guess technically the contract with Madrid is 20 million a year and a 50 million sign-on bonus, so that's technically 70 million right there. But I don't know.
1.3 million a week.
It's ridiculous money, but if some team is willing to pay, I mean, I see the parallels with Arsenal. You have the links. Oh, be the new Thierry Henry. Liverpool. Oh, Salah's getting out up there. They need a new star. So City, you're a powerhouse. Play with Holland. There's still reasons to drag his eyes to different clubs. So just because he's leaving PSG doesn't mean he's going to Madrid. But the writing's on the wall, and all signs point to it. So hopefully it does happen. As a Madrid fan, I really hope so.
I
Um,
think Salah's on 400K a week or something like that, so I don't see us paying any more than 500K. So we're not. It's not
so
us.
Devin's writing that one off. Okay, it's just better odds for us now.
The
So
It's
there
only
we
not
go.
us.
the only thing I could see is City, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's really we can only be the ones to afford him, and we don't
Imagine
want
making
him.
$1 million a week.
It's ridiculous money.
What do you guys want?
Yusuf, want to hear your thoughts if this does happen, bro. What are your thoughts on Madrid?
I'm honestly so worried about La Liga. Like, is La Liga just gonna become another fucking French league? Like, who's gonna compete with them? Barcelona are in the trenches. They can't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, Atletico are a good team, but they have a lot of old heads who are like gonna be retiring. Dude, you guys built for the future, and I don't see anybody really in Europe challenging you guys. Not even City.
yeah, and I
Yes,
want to. Well, I don't know about the whole city thing in Europe. Totally, I still think you guys are going to compete. But what I would say about La Liga specifically,
it's
we
gonna be
have been
bad.
hampered with injuries this season, and we're still running away with the league.
Don't tell me about injuries, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, major ACL injuries, our starting keeper, our starting
Oh yeah,
center back,
they've
our
had
whole
some
center
bad
backs have been our back line. We've been playing Chouameni and Carvajal at center back. We've been hampered with injuries. Vinny's been injured multiple times. Jude's been injured, and we have still maintained consistent in La Liga. Obviously, it helps that Barca's in the mud. Girona has had a run, but we beat them both times we've faced them. Atletico's dropped off. So the fact that we've been hampered, we haven't been at full strength all season. It also helps that Jude has had a crazy season. To say that our competition is not really going to change, and we're adding one of the best players in the world to that, I agree. The La Liga does look a little bit worrying, unless Barca can figure some shit out, which I don't see that happening. It
You
might
know,
be a League One situation.
the sad thing is like Barca fans are like kind of putting all their chips on the 16-year-old kid Lamine Yamal. As much as I hate to say it, like that's our bright spot. That's our hope over there on the other side, not on the other side. But you
Well, you're
guys
about
have
to
the
lose
fucking
Frankie. Frankie's ultimatum of sign or leave. Against the most likely he's gone.
and I don't think he's gonna do that again because we gave him all ultimatum 2 years ago. What, like 3 years ago, and he had to take a massive pay cut
Yeah, he took a
during
huge
the
pay
COVID
cut,
year. Yeah, so like I wouldn't go. I don't
especially
really
since he
even
hasn't really
know.
won anything. I guess they won a La Liga once, but that's not. You
Like,
don't want to expect to just have one La Liga trophy after that many
no,
years.
exactly. And it used to be just be Barcelona and Real Madrid. Now it's just going to be Madrid for about a decade, I think. Like, I really don't see any team challenging you in La Liga.
Twisto, give me your thoughts, man. What are you thinking?
One thing about what?
The rumor, bro. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna happen? You think Madrid's gonna be an unstoppable force? Or you think that
Fuck! They'd have been calling this fucking 4 months ago, man. Mbappe's signing, man.
number
Mbappe's
10?
signing. I already got his jersey. He's already in the stores. You know what I'm saying? It's in the wall, man. It's the writing's on the wall, man. He ain't going nowhere else. Nobody can afford him. The only people that can afford him is City. And besides that, it's gonna be the Arabs. But you really think he's gonna kill his career and go with the Arabs? I don't think so. He wants the Champions League, right? At least I think so. I mean, why wouldn't he? So the only way he's gonna get it is at Madrid or City. And City got Holland, so why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? So
You can
yes, we're
play
gonna be on.
Mbappe off the wing.
You can, but Mbappe doesn't want to do that. And also, Haaland wants a Ballon d'Oro, and if he goes over there, he ain't getting one.
Also, imagine Pep trying to tell Mbappe, pass the ball back. You got to pass.
I mean,
You
just
have to
think
retain
it.
Yeah, I
it.
Just
don't.
You
Yeah, I
have to
don't.
retain
I
it.
don't think that dynamic would work too well.
No.
just think
No.
about the stuff that, like, I think it's been in the works for years, and Perez has been working on this, and that's why he hasn't filled that spot. Is because he wants Mbappe so bad, and I think I think he convinced him. I don't know. I don't know what Perez does behind closed doors, but he's making magic. So
So let's move on to the other rumor, which is nowhere near as heavily linked as the Mbappe one, but I did mention it earlier. Alfonso Davies is pretty much the only big money Bayern can get. Heavily linked to Real Madrid. There's rumors that there's contract negotiations already done and dusted, but nothing as strong as the Mbappe. If this were to be another signing Madrid makes, thoughts on that? Yusuf, go again. Ahead. I know that's a player you really like.
You know, this is a left back. I can't name many left backs in world football who are like good, and I feel like that's a like almost a dying position. And for you guys to go get one of the most athletic, young, up and coming, and like proven left backs in the world, and Alfonso Davies is just not fair. It really isn't. Like that. Like there's no left backs left. Robertson is so great, but he's like going towards the end of his career. Theo is just fucking sprint down, up and down. You know.
Yusuf, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off, bro. I don't want to hear about anything about
We'll let you
OP or
finish.
when you're talking about Man City's team, bro. When you brought in Holland, I don't want to hear shit because you didn't have a number 9, and then you bring in a number 9, and he scores 30+ goals just in his first season. I don't want to hear anything about not being fair.
Chile, but if Holland wins the La Liga, he's gonna go crazy. He's gonna score like 50 goals. At least he came to the Prem and like makes it challenging for himself, dude. Everybody's just gonna go to Madrid, win La Liga every fucking year, compete in the Champions League. So you guys are gonna have like 25 fucking champions like by the time Mbappe fucking retires. Like it's not gonna be. It's really not fun.
Oh god.
It is funny because it's true.
Bro, it's funny, but I do want to say, as good as it all sounds, yeah, but as good, dude, we have to live up to expectations. There is no fail with this squad. There is no fail. We cannot fail.
The thing is though, Madrid has been really smart about their signings, man. If you look at the players they've bought and how much they bought them for, it's nothing like
100%.
City. It's nothing like City.
But still, I feel like well, the good thing about the signings we're making is we're so young. So even if we fail the year 1 or year 2, we have so much time. Everybody has so much time, long contract, time to get better. We have a project with the best players in the world. The fact that our project includes the youngest, best players in the world is ridiculous. And a bunch of them have already won a Champions League. It seems pretty likely that we could win it again, but I think all eyes are going to be on Madrid in the Champions League. La Liga, you can write that off because it's just going to be expected. We have to win Champions League, and I'm going to say we have to win Champions League within the first 3 years. If we don't win Champions League within the first 3 years, it's going to be a little bit upsetting because we've won it without this type of squad. So, come on, we have to. We have to.
Also won it with this type of squad.
Yeah.
A bunch of times.
A bunch of
like more than any other club ever. Whatever.
Hey, but the thing is, like, I'm interested in seeing if he does sign, what that's gonna do to the team. Obviously, I don't think it's gonna affect the French because like Tchouaméni, Camavinga,
They all vibe together anyway, bro. Like Vinny and him are cool. Rodrigo and him are cool. Like we've seen pictures of him and Jew. Like they all vibe together. I think the one issue is gonna be trying to get his mentality to the point where, yo, let's play for the
paycheck?
Yeah. I think that's the one big thing. But I feel like Madrid has never really had issues with a character outside of Bale, and that was more of a him and Ancelotti thing. I don't think we've really had a character issue. Can you guys think of a player that had a bad character at Madrid?
No.
A couple.
Yeah?
Santiago Muñoz.
This guy. Shout out to Goal. I love that movie.
That was funny. Leave it to Devin. Leave it to Devin, bro. Just leave it to Devin.
Yeah, all right, so I want to move into Immaculate Footy, but before we do that,
I have a quick question. What do you guys think PSG is gonna do?
Oh, they're
apparently they want Osimhen, bro. They want to splash out on
and Rafa Leao, bro.
Yeah.
They're saying their priority is Rafa Leao, and if that happens, that's gonna break the transfer record fee, bro. I'm telling you right now, because Milan just signed him on a big deal, so
Did they?
they're gonna have to splash something big to get Rafa Leao. And if anyone's gonna do it, I know PSG is gonna do it, and
Honestly,
especially
though, I don't think PSG changes because I think they still win La Liga or League One like nothing. Because I mean, they could do it without, you know,
You
I
think they have a
don't.
better chance without
I
Mbappe
do,
in the
I
Champions
do,
League?
I think I see if they have a. I don't even know if better is a word. I feel like they fall off in the semis, but that's the same shit they do with Mbappe anyway. Like I don't think change. I wouldn't say better because better would mean that they win it all, and I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it just stays the same.
But for me, I think they'd be more scarier of a team having the team if Osimhen and Rafa Leao.
If they manage to pull both those off, it is
That would
scary.
be crazy.
That is
What the
scary.
fuck?
If they
That's what
manage to
they're,
pull both those off, yeah, that
they're
is
saying. That's
insane.
their objective right now. They're saying Rafa Leao's number 1 and Osimhen's number 2, bro.
I saw reports about Rashford too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rashford is another strong. The only thing I will say about that though is PSG had Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi arguably all at still peak of their career and didn't do shit. So could they
their
do
midfield.
something with? I mean, yeah, but their midfield really hasn't changed since. I mean, they have signed a couple, but the players they have signed aren't really the players that you're saying, oh yeah, they're game changers.
No, you're right. If they don't
So
fix the midfield, they ain't going nowhere.
So yeah, I think they got a lot of issues to address, but it'll be exciting. I wouldn't mind them making those big signings, but yeah, I wanted to ask Yusuf and Oliver the same question I asked Devin and Axel earlier. Just because Liverpool Chelsea is in the final, I want a prediction, a scoreline prediction, winners. Who you got? Yusuf, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go with what Devin said. Penalties.
And who's the winner? I need a winner.
I think Liverpool still do it.
Okay. Who's Stowe?
I'm going with the Blues, baby.
The Blues.
Hey, we underestimating this
Watch
team,
this one game.
man.
Going with the Blues, baby.
Hey,
Fuck.
man, I like Liverpool, man, but I like Chelsea better. Shit.
So we got
Damn.
3 Reds, 2 Blues. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, all right,
It's
I'm
gonna be a
excited for
tough one,
that.
though, man. It's gonna be a tough one, man. It's not gonna be easy.
All right, Devin, you got
No.
Immaculate Footy ready for us, or